Limbus Company is easy. Mirror Dungeon is easy. Mirror Dungeon Infinite is also easy. Mirror Dungeon Extreme is still easy. Now hold up, you're telling me that enemies rolling comically high, getting one shot from missing an evade, watching your team get wiped from a Clash of War and Unbreakable nonsense is considered easy for you? Yes, because she exists. Ever since Mirror Dungeon Extreme release, I have been doing my weekly Mirror Dungeons up to floor 15 because just doing Mirror Dungeon Hard is too boring and simple for me. Nowadays, it's either a solo with a random ID or run charge and watch my Don roll comically high. Throughout these runs, I have noticed something. Either in a team or in a solo, Extreme is still easy. Team is sending the big tree and turning 9 other sinners into Fusion Ego Gift Trigger and Michi. Hello W Corp Don and Heathcliff rolling too high. Solo is going all in one sitter, buffing the hell out of them with many ego gifts that have certain conditions that only work with one sinner, rolling high enough to make it out of floor 15 and take no damage because of these ego gifts. Of course, this is all happening because I can buy my way to get every ego gifts needed to win an extreme run. Now what if we make it so that you can't get that freedom? Mirror Dungeon is easy not because I have an entire team that has these crackheads that roll very high, but because of these. Race of Stars and Ego Gift Search. Race of Stars being the buffs from making your economy at a high number, and simple buffs that can matter. Ego Gift Search gives you 3 tier 3 and below ego gifts that you can grab at the start of the run. It may not be a lot, but some ego gift choices can make the entire run easy. Now both of these come with a cost, until you end the run making it to floor 15 with 50 adversities taken and getting the back like you spent nothing. And that's why Mirror Dungeon Extreme is easy, because you start a run, get these buffs, buy everything you need, then win. Now what if I don't use either of the two? Start off with nothing, but 200 cost and a starting tier 2 ego gift. Well, this is Mirror Dungeon Extreme when the star dims. So the rules for this challenge: I am not allowed to take any Grace of Stars buff, I am not allowed to use the Ego Gift Search, and I am allowed to use Starlights for pack search and fusion chance because lessening the RNG required makes this challenge more bearable. Thank you for your understanding. To start, the only thing going on is 200 costs and a tier 2 starting ego gift you are provided for free. Because we don't have any buffs that enhance our economy, we have to find a way to maximize the cost we gain for this run. That means our first goal for the early floors is to acquire ego gifts that help with the economy, notably the prestige card giving discounts at the ego gift shop. This means our floor 1 will be a pack that has a prestige card as one of the rewards, as it will help shape the run's economy. And man, finding a pack with that with only 3 sets of packs and 1 refresh to work with takes a while. I'm talking 20 minutes just to get a floor 1 pack that rewards these ego gifts. While I'm going through floor 1 and getting these abnormality encounters, it's about time that I cover the theme I'm using: Charge Rupture. Except it's mostly charge, the rupture part is to just make these identities stronger. To start with W card Zag, despite having only 3 coins in his skill tree, he still rolls pretty high and has evade to help on certain scenarios. Multi-crack Faust, as much as I like the idea, is going to be with the backup group. Her skill tree requiring skill 2 to be used to roll higher can be inconvenient later on. Nonetheless, she still rolls well. W Corp Dawn is one of the 2 demons of this team, having a devastating skill tree that can roll very high along with evade and Queen of Hatred Ego. W Corp Ryochu simply rolls high and can evade. What more can I say? Oh hey, it's the floor 1 shop. As you can see, this looks depressing to look at. I only bought skill replacement and an ego gift, cause I can't afford anything. Oh, it's this guy. With floor 1 beaten, I can now claim my rewards, with one of them having a less damage taken mounting trials. I'm sure nothing goes wrong with that. Floor 2 is to nobody's surprise, Hell's Kitchen. Yes, I am going to use the pack search. I made the rules. Okay, that reward sucks. I totally didn't get RNG carried with these abnormality encounters. Back with my team, we have W Corp Mersault. He has Charge and Rupture, and somehow rolls the same on Skill 2 and Skill 3. Arknights is the odd one out, since really? 6 out of the No, I'm done. No, I'm done. I'm not doing this shit. Here's why Arknights is used. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm back. Where was I? Oh right, I bought one ego gift. One! For floor 3, I took this back because it has this ego gift that provides a discount for enhancing. I have to keep breathing so I can scale. Now, in floor 3 and 4, people usually go for these specific packs so they can get these specific ego gifts. However, these packs only have abnormality encounter nodes. I don't want those. They suck for my economy. In a run like this, it is very important to maximize the combat encounters that provides a lot of cost, especially the abnormality nodes. The ego gift rewards are nice to have. It's even more optimal to fight the abnormality and abnormality encounters to get rewarded with more ego gifts and getting the minimum for checks. Also, I'm yapping on about all of this and I'm still fighting this goddamn centipede! Give me that! Guys, we finally got our first super shop. In goddamn floor 3. I made Charge less depressing, bought these, and wrote dumbass into shop because they didn't provide me with a lot of Charge ego gifts.
Fuck you say to me, you little shit!
Floor 4 time, and it took me a while to pick among these 3. Sure, the W Corp Intervallo pack is right there. However, I don't have a lot of Charge ego gifts, which would lead to those unowned ego gifts breaking my chances of getting the very important ones. I decided to pick the Bloodbath pack because of a discount village and special contract that may be useful later on. I forgot to cover the second half of my team. Anyways, W Corp Heathcliff is the What's up guys? Today we're going to be reacting to a video related to Limbus Company Charge, and it's about my goat Heathcliff. Let's go!
This skill is not very good. It's fairly close to Warp Corp Dawn's skill 3 in terms of damage. And her kit comes loaded with a good skill 2 and no need for scale.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay, so you're comparing a broken skill tree with a broken skill tree, and you saying that it has a charge potency scaling issue when the only thing potency does is give him an unbreakable coin, which is not needed in most cases, and make his fourth coin deal slightly more damage. And you forgot the main point of most charge IDs, and its spending counts for coin power. Both IDs do the same, and the outcome is very drastic. Sure, you called Heathcliff's skill 1 and skill 2 dogshit compared to Dawn, but that doesn't mean he's unplayable in most cases. There's always the option to go unga bunga with guard to wait the skill tree cycle. Of course, the cycle makes him useless for 2 turns, but you know who else does that? Zwei Ishmael's Clash Guard, of the Heishos wasting a turn using their Clash Guard skill. Those are an example. You would say, okay, but it's a turn instead of 2. That's because you're risking a lot for a devastating skill. Not a lot of IDs can do that. W Dawn can literally say fuck you and brick you with like a lot of skill 1s on her skill cycle, whatever fuck you call it. And Heathcliff's overcharge, you know what it can do? Guarantee you a skill tree. And no, I am not adding Queen of Hatred Dawn on the topic. That's for another video.
Granted, he's good in the mirror dungeons, but like, what isn't?
He's good, yeah, no shit, but like, did you explain why he's good in Mirror Dungeon? For me, he's a genuine demon in Mirror Dungeon if you grab the right ego gifts, and not every identities gain that advantage. I don't think multi-crack Heathcliff, which you said can provide more value, which is, by the way, can replicate what WKR Heathcliff can do.
But do note that I refuse to engage with anything that tries to cope for him by calling him a tank.
Hold on, I got a video for this. Brosaurus Rex called tag IDs a shitty excuse when there's identities like Malfaust, Knight of the Spirilia, and there's many more strong Ow! Dude, why the hell are you making a shitty rant nobody cares about? Shit, you're right. Fuck, I was just mad they dissing on my boy Heathcliff. Wait, they did? Yeah, dude. Shit, man, I'm sorry about that. No, it's fine. You wanna talk about it? No, I'm tired from the rants I did. You should probably go back to doing your thing, you know? Shit, you're right. What the? Arcorp Ishmael is a weird one. She rolls high, but not as high, so it's hard for me to determine her role other than being an evade meat shield. Speaking of meat shields, meat shield. Also meat shield. If you're asking where Middle Sinclair is, this is not charged bleed. W Corp Otis rolls high and is free damage. I don't have the ego. I'm hurt. Meat shield. Alright, let's rewind to this floor shop while I'm fighting this guy. 1,400 cost is the highest we've gotten so far. I only spent a few on skill replacement, buying ego gifts, and enhancing some of the ego gifts I own, with 800 cost to spare. With 73% chance for a super shop, there's a pretty good chance that next pack will be a super shop. It is important to make sure that I have enough cost to afford the next super shop because super shops don't show up every floor in this run, and super shops are another instance of scaling. What the fuck happened? Infinite is starting.
Bazinga, baby!
그다지 한결남
Here we go again.
With the mid game nearly done, The fun of pulling everything comes to an end soon. Now that this is floor 10, this is going to be the last time I will be experiencing a shopping spree like this on a run like this. After floor 11, everything will double, then triple the price, along with every pack having only abnormality encounter nodes, but potentially a hidden boss. But let's worry that later. We have a distortion to kill. So far it hasn't been that bad. Infinite was not that difficult, despite certain deaths that happened, but Extreme will change that. The scary part about Extreme in this run are the pack options. You only have 6 options. Get the wrong packs and you're gone. Of course, here's the list of packs you have to avoid at floor 13 and above. In floor 11, I got lucky. The line 3 pack with the unhatched embers as a reward. It is going to be very convenient later on. I felt funny and challenged the Rose Hunter abnormality encounter in floor 11. Need to pinch those ego gifts, of course. Unfortunately, I didn't get a hidden boss for floor 11. Hidden bosses is one of the last RNG checks I have to take to get a chance of winning this run. If I don't get a hidden boss in floor 12, the hidden boss up to floor 13 are going to be very brutal to challenge to the point that it's impossible. Because either they roll too high or does too much damage to the entire team with their unclashable AoEs, counters, unbreakable coins, etc. Of course, I'm still going to be buying things, but the price is god-awful. I'm still not set with my ego gifts because I have not gotten Lunar Memory yet because I plan to stall the tier 4 ego gifts I collected, so it's more likely for me to get 2 of these tier 4 ego gifts that are very useful for Extreme. Floor 11 line 3 wasn't that bad of an encounter. Now it's time for me to get the tier 4 ego gift. I chose a beautiful voice in floor 12 because I know it shouldn't be bad. Here we are. 2 more nodes to check. If a hidden boss shows up, then this run is more doable to beat. If not, then the rest of the floors will be a struggle. No hidden boss run it is. The run is still not over. I still have a chance of getting the tier 4 ego gifts I need. I just need to make sure the next packs I get are the ideal ones so that I can get away with the ego gifts. Floor 12 was still not a struggle with only 1 dead, but that's because counter is such a dumb attack. Floor 13, fortunately I got efflorescing greenery. Going to the shop, look at this. I can only buy 1 ego gift. I bought a tier 4 ego gift, fused for more ego gifts, and as I leave, there was one thing I forgot to consider and could potentially end the run. Well, time for a second attempt. The boring part's done. Thank God. So yeah, that's the run. Here are the list of ego gifts. The floors I chose, empty. The mounting trials for those that care. All 50 adversities picked. And the starlights. Oh yeah, I used them because I don't want to jump off a cliff over a poor RNG.
この瞬間だけが続けばいいと見上げた空に恋願う揺れる気持ちも抱きしめたままああロマンティックシーサ